welcome back to another weekly vlog. I am in a different location this week. Look at this view. I actually can see the Shard from over here. Look how fancy that view is. You can't see, can you? There you go. I'm actually in an apartment. Where am I? Where is this place?
Lehman Lock in Old Gate E.
Lehman Lock. I'll try and remember to link it below, but I won't. So Google it. Yeah, it's gorgeous. So Instagram. So very Instagram. I'm loving this kind of, it feels very Pantone. The wall thing. The like half white, half blue wall. Love. Look how pretty it is. Look how pretty it is. And there's Lindsay. So we're off out into the world, into the London world, and we are actually going to a book launch party, which I'll tell you about when we get there. What is the book?
It's Rosie Walsh, The Man Who Didn't Call. It's very, very good.
Yeah.
Oh. Hello. They're fucking lovely.
That man was fantastic. And Lindsay also has a book out, which by the time you see this will be also available, called 1 in a Million, and I have read half of it because that's the dedicated friend that I am. I'm waiting for the rest of it to be read to me via Audible, which apparently will be soon. And I will leave her link below, so we don't know where we're going.
She's too tender, she shoots it. You want a piece of me.
Last song. Make it real, make it real.
She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide towards the station. And all that along the way. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I've blessed the rains down in Africa. Rains down in Africa. I've blessed the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to save the
Had to leave because I have a train to catch, unfortunately.
We've got it, it's fine.
It's
fine,
cool,
it's fine.
but it was awesome. What was that place called?
Karaoke box.
Karaoke box. Haven't been to that one
Fred
before.
Street.
I'm actually cold. It's a Christmas miracle. I'm cold to the point of being uncomfortable, which actually is really good because I'm going to go home and hopefully I'll fall asleep before I get too warm. I'll just be kind of thawing out by that point. Really irritated that I had to drive this morning because now I have to drive home. Would have been so much easier to just jump in a taxi and go home. So tired. Had to go all the way through, find the car. Now I've got to drive home. Just like, I just want to go to bed. So tired. So tired today. I actually slept a little bit better because the bedroom wasn't as hot, which was nice. But so tired. I'm eating some reheated tuna pizza with cheesy bite crust, and I'm going to finish editing what I was editing on the train last night. I have just heard word that my Amazon Prime Day purchase of an inflatable hot tub might arrive today. It wasn't supposed to be here till Monday, and it's Thursday, so imagine my excitement. Also, my parents are away all weekend. It's going to be kind of like party garden. Party for 3, because Ella's in Bridlington with her dad. But I'm quite excited about that, and I think I'm going to order a little floating light. You can get ones that have got lights inside, and I've seen these like super cheap little floating lights, so I thought Milo would probably think that was really cool, like a disco. But I'm really excited for that to come, even if we just use it as a glorified paddling pool. I'm hoping it's big enough to put some kind of float in it, so I can kind of, I know it won't be big, but I'm hoping it's kind of big enough to put the float in, so I can just kind of float on top. That would be my ideal situation.
I don't know where she came from. Kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night at hers and Bring her one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Now I really get what the love songs are talking about, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head?
This might be a while. So we finally inflated and filled the whole thing up, and it's warm enough for us to get in it. Oh, that's Milo. Manny wanted to get in it. This was unexpected, but he wasn't interested when it was a paddling pool, but he really wanted to get in this. Yesterday was a wash, no pun intended, because it was the last day of school, so I spent the entire day writing, because it's the one thing that I really do need 100% quiet for, and I'm not going to get it again for another 6 weeks. So I was doing that, and then in the evening we had a little go in the hot tub, but it was so grim. I mean, I knew it would be. We let Manny in it, number one, but also I hadn't chlorinated it or put any chemical or anything in it or anything yet. So I'm gonna go and get that stuff today. It arrived like a week earlier than I expected, so that's why, because the stuff that I've ordered hasn't arrived yet. So I'm refilling it again today. Not ideal. We'll do all the chemical stuff later. Hopefully it will heat up in time for us to use this evening, but it takes a while. Excellent news. McDonald's has been open again, which is like been months and months and months, which means there's nobody at Pizza Hut. Margarita and these cheesy pull-aparts that I could not get enough of last week. Also going to play a bit of Pokemon while I wait for the boys. Apparently we've got a bee's nest. Not a hive, I don't think. Is it called a nest? I don't know. Under the shed. And it's like seriously monstrous, these bees that come out. But they're bumblebees. Apparently they're relatively safe and they don't live for very long. Be careful, be careful. Look how big that bee is. I did say this when I bought it, but it is basically a glorified swimming pool. We had some friends around last night, and when it got to kind of midnight time, I switched to alcohol-free beer, and I'm so thankful that I did, because it's really warm, I'm a bit headachy, I'm like, ugh, I would have felt really terrible today if I was like super hungover. Can't recommend it enough. There's loads of like low alcohol. In fact, look, that's what I'm drinking right now. Ultra low gin and tonic. Loads of options, especially in the heat. Just doesn't affect me so well, and I still like a beer. I'm just learning about the chlorine and stuff to do with these pools. It seems like it is quite a task to keep on top of the chemicals and like keeping it clean and stuff. So anyone that can give me any kind of tips at all. I've bought some clear water stuff, I'm using granules, I've got these strips, but I feel like always the chlorine is too high and I don't know how to make it the right level of chlorine, but so far we seem okay. I don't know. But yeah, would love any kind of advice when it comes to running something like this. Manny's thinking of getting back in, but that was a one-time deal. Had to totally drain the pool and start all over again. Can't get to where?
To the guys.
Buddy likes to sunbathe, and it's all a bit too hot for Manny. I've just got back from work. On the way home, I went to Morrison's to go and pick up some stuff. I'm gonna do some DIY beauty treatment things. But I'm gonna do like crash test mummy style. I think the video will be up hopefully by the time you see this vlog. And I went and got some more French bread because I'm now obsessed with bread and cheese. I have eaten probably my weight in cheese and bread, especially in bread, in the past 3 or 4 days. I've probably put on half a stone. I can't get enough bread. So I've done all my DIY beauty things. The mask was actually quite nice. Difficult to stay on my face. I had to lie down and like press it onto my face, but quite nice. So check out that video. I'm certain I will have done it by the time you see this. I'll link it below. And what else have I used? Oh, the hair mask was so messy. And currently I'm sitting, I have, the tub doesn't have anything in it. It's just containing my feet because I've got some like weird green liquid in these bags. That's supposed to be kind of hydrating and doing all this stuff, but I'm a bit nervous. There's 2 bags on each feet, on each foot even. So 4 bags on my feet in total. And I'm sitting in this because I'm a little bit nervous about it leaking onto the carpet. So yeah, I'm gonna sit with this as long as I possibly can stand. I'm gonna sit with that on my feet, and then I'm going to rinse it off into this bowl so that I can go and put it in the kitchen sink. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Weird things that I do for YouTube. I'm eating more cheese and bread. Send help. There are so many fingerprints on this lens. Basically, you know when I say I've shut you in, I realise when I come to edit these vlogs, I'm like, it makes no sense, because you can't actually see what I can see, but half of the shutter, you know, like the automatic shutter on a camera, it kind of stays closed, so I always open it up thinking it's kind of, sometimes you can see it, and sometimes you can't. But yeah, because of that, there's loads of fingerprints on this lens. It's super smudgy, but I feel like it also gives me a bit of a soft focus, like an automatic filter. So maybe I won't clean the lens. So most of my day has been spent listening to, ooh, too windy, has been spent listening to Walt Disney World podcasts. Basically people talking about planning a Walt Disney World vacation, and it is so stressful, so complicated, so much more involved than anything that I've done before. Like Disneyland Paris, you can still go and get the paper tickets, the fast pass stuff, everything's got to be booked in advance with the Walt Disney World one, and it kind of sucks the fun out of it a little bit. So if you've got any particular resources that you would recommend, please let me know. I think it's called Disney Prep or Disney Prep to Go or something like that. I've been listening to her podcast, I've been watching her YouTube videos, and now I'm graduating to the website. So other than her, if you've got anyone that you would recommend listening to, please answers on a postcard, because I feel like I'm also watching Brogan Tate as well, of course, but the vlogs aren't doing it for me. I want information. I want like as much information as I can get, not necessarily just people walking around saying it's so hot. I like that, and I like the people, but right now I'm so overwhelmed. I want people who can actually tell me things, like give me advice and tips. And then once I've actually planned stuff, then I can chill out a little bit and watch the more entertaining vlog type stuff. I want actually informative videos right now.